now we're in the first sub-chapter of the game,
Yep.
the X. Now we're at the point where we can really start finalising our team. Now I actually got units worth using.
Yep.
We're going to get a few more along the way, but not too many chapters. I'd say about 5 more chapters and then we'll have the entire team sorted.
Yeah.
Thanks to a certain Women Rider. Women Riders, you just can't go wrong with them.
Nope, you can't go.
The only problem is, in most Fire Emblem games, you only get about 2.
Yeah.
It's like, they give you 3 generals, they give you 5 paladins, they give you 8 mages. How many weapons? You get 2. Oh. But I like weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, tough shit.
No more battle preparation. Well, a little bit of battle preparation, but
Yeah.
and luckily, in none of these chapters you get any extra characters. So
No, they're just they usually like plot detours. So you get certain items.
yes, but
And well, they work as good ways to level up the team.
yes they do.
And half the time, the side chapters are like they're much straightforward. Just beat the boss.
Yes. Well, every single one is beat the boss and sees the map. Besides the last
Yeah, I
one.
know, but certain ones have certain stipulations, like keep this unit alive or do it in a certain amount of turns. This one's just beat the boss.
Yep.
It's one of the bit problems of having Awakening. The stipulation was the same in every fucking chapter.
Yeah.
I noticed on with Path of Radiance, they make you do so many different things.
Yes. Well, it was the first DD one, so they wanted you to do something differently, but different than seizing every single map.
Yeah, I just think it's the fact that like Path of Radiance is a very like Blazer Sword. They've really narrowed down what they wanted to do and they went with it. It's very well thought out and focused.
Yep.
They knew exactly what they were doing with Path of Radiance.
Yeah,
Except
this.
for 3D character models.
Yeah. But it's one little gripe with the whole game. It's not like it's gonna make it bad. I mean,
It doesn't bring. It's not going to bring the whole thing down. It's just a nitpick.
it's
Like I can't think of many legit problems I have with Path of Radiance.
I don't have many either really. I really like Path of Radiance.
Yeah, it's currently my 3rd favourite.
It's worth the money.
And it's worth the £95.
Or 40 on from France.
Yes, but I got a PAL copy.
Was. Well, I mean, I can still play the game in English because my game keeps set to English.
Yeah. Well, at least I have it.
Yeah.
And now I officially own every Western Fire Emblem game plus Binding Blade.
I have still to find Shadow Dragon, Radiant Dawn, and the Sacred Stones.
But again, if you ever get a Wii U, you can just download Shadow Dragon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I own physically own Sacred Stones and Shadow Dragon Japanese, but I want the English version as well because
That's fair enough.
yeah, because what's the point of having them with the Jap? It's because I can get them boxed and they're cheaper.
Yeah. But I can't exactly read Japanese.
I can read some of it, but not much.
Yeah, but it's not like your native language.
No.
Yeah. It was actually funny because like Nintendo didn't like do it. Usually when Nintendo do an eShop game, they put a trailer on YouTube first. They did it for the other Fire Emblem games, and then I just go on one day and it's like DS games. Oh, it's like cool. It's like Shadow Dragon. I'm like, what the fuck? I saw it. I was like, this is Shadow Dragon. Yeah, buying it. Because that was the one game I had yet to play.
Yeah.
And I find it ironic. Aside from Binding Blade, I happen to play the weakest one last.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I like Shadow Dragon. I still think it's a really good game. I think people give it a bit too much hate.
I just see the things that I hear about is just how many units you get in it, but then again, that was a problem with the first game.
That is a problem. You get way too many units. The presentation's awful.
Yeah, and music's good though. That's a
Yeah, I do
positive.
like the music. And what's going on? What was it? Well, my main problem is the sprites and the fact you get too many units.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
And no supports. That also annoys me.
Yeah. That is quite annoying. That.
But Shadow Dragon has merit. One thing I'll give praise to Shadow Dragon for, I think it's got pretty good level design.
Yeah, it does. I mean, for being like a remake of the first one, they recreated some of them quite faithfully and made some of the maps a lot better.
Yeah, and one thing I really liked like the pacing of the maps. No map overstayed its welcome, and they're all about like, an hour in length. And I was like, that's how they should be.
Not like this, where they just...
Or Radiant Dawn, especially because I recently beat Radiant Dawn. I was so thankful for like chapters that like were just an hour long. It's like, oh, this isn't 3 hours. Thank God. Level 12. My stats are just fucking ridiculous.
So,
every Fire Emblem game has merit. At the end of the day, at the very least, they're all good RPGs.
yes.
I've yet to see a legitimate bad Fire Emblem game.
I mean, I'm having trouble trying to get into like the older ones, but that's just...
So, because like, is it like Pokemon where when you're trying to go back a generation, it's like hitting a brick wall because there's so many features you miss?
Yeah, Genealogy the Holy War, I've tried several attempts to try and get into that, but the maps are too long, so I'm trying because they're slow to get through, and if you have like your Axe Cavalier die, it's...
That's weird, because I hear nothing but praise for like Genealogy of the Holy War, Tharshia 776, but from what you've said, again, they sound like kind of dated.
They are dated, like they were the first ones that introduced the weapon triangle. And then, I know that Genealogy is set into 2 generations. And it's like, it was the first time the supports were introduced, like fully, like how they are in these, well, not in these games, but like just like the
general support, yeah.
Yeah, so like, and it was like they did the awakening thing where the supports impacted on the children's stats, so you could get really, like Awakening, you can get really broken characters.
Indeed. But like, based on how you described this, like, are people just like clinging to, like, I want to say nostalgia, but I doubt any of the people actually played these games during up with their Japanese exclusive.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just having
people are just being overly biased because they're Japanese exclusive. It's like, that's kind of bullshit.
I don't know what it is, but I mean, it's a good game. I'll give it that. You know, I'm just having it hard to get into. I mean, it's...
Yeah, like you'd like never call it like best Fire Emblem game ever.
It's good, but I still really like Reckon Ken and Pack of Idiots.
Like those games I can easily say, oh, those are some of the best games. Like, even though Awakening's my favorite, I can understand why people would say either they don't like it or it sucks.
Yeah.
But like Reckon Ken and Path of Radiance, they're like legitimately, I would say they're some of the best. And like, I can understand why people say Radiant Dawn's the best, or some people say Sacred Stones is the best.
Yeah.
Personally, I would never ever call Radiant Dawn the best, but it is one of the, it's up there.
It's good, it's just got problems, that's the thing.
It's where, I think it's too big for its own issues.
Yeah.
Awakening had the same problem, they're trying to do too much in one title.
Yeah. I mean,
like, you control 3 armies, the game is really fucking long. They practically force you to use certain units.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon like they had something really going with the story and the way it's told, but they didn't really design the game around it.
No.
Like the levels and stuff, because some of those levels are like, oh god, fucking like, especially chapter 1. Not only is it hard, it's long and it gets boring.
Yeah. It's like Alicia's Gambit.
You were saying?
I was saying, is it like Alicia's Gambit?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I've got better at that chapter, I don't mind it too much, but it said something about your game where you have to wait till part 3, which is a good 15 hours in for it to get really good. That's bad design. And I'm surprised you've got that guy with 254s.
I know.
That was fucking lucky.
And the fact that his boys and it can be good, sometimes he just can't take hits. Well, no, he can't take hits.
The fact that he's a knight?
Yeah. Well, no.
He's really good, but he can't take hits, even though his class is meant to take hits.
Yes.
Oh, you're lucky you dodged that.
I know.
Retaliation!
But yeah, I've been able to get into 3, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because of how long the maps are for. You know, I mean, Thracia, I've not tried it yet because I've not been able to find Lobofet yet, and I've just not had time.
Maybe like, I don't know, it could be outside elements. It could be just outside elements. It could be a case of maybe you've just played a lot of Fire Emblem games, and going to this one, which doesn't have the same features, is probably a bit alien to you.
Yeah.
It could be something like that. I don't know.
I mean, saying that, I kind of had the same problem when trying to play Majora's Mask, and after playing the 3DS the remake of it,
yeah, it's like what, I can't save it when I want. The fuck? That was something that was so weird with me, because I remember played Majora's Mask 3DS for the first time recently. I loved it. Majora's Mask is my favorite game ever made. But like all these new features that make the game easier, it's like I don't know how to respond to this. It's so streamlined.
Yeah.
It's almost beautiful. I like how in Ocarina of Time it's like I don't have to force the Iron Boots.
Oh, thank God. I'm still really sad that I can't find a copy of Ocarina of Time 3D for cheap. Because I know
I've noticed this. A lot of just Nintendo games are cheap.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because of the Nintendo license. Like Mario Kart DS still sells for like 15 quid, and that's like one of the first DS games.
Yeah. Pokemon Platinum still cartridge only £16.
Yeah. And don't some first party Wii games, those are expensive.
Yeah. I've seen how
I remember some of them are, not all of them. I saw Upper F for £2.50.
It's not bad.
I bought that game full price and I have no regrets.
I've seen Smash Bros is still £15, which I think is fair enough because LOL.
Like Xenoblade is like 50 quid, fair enough, it's Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Radiant Dawn's a lot of money.
50 quid.
Pandora's Tower's a pretty decent amount of money.
Yeah.
What else? Like Galaxy 1 isn't too much.
I don't think Galaxy
Trilogy's quite a lot. I've got Trilogy. I feel good.
Yeah. I feel really bad now because I got the Bandai Zero version of the Lucky Star box set for £73 on eBay. It was the most expensive thing I've bought.
Wow.
And now I hear that the Anime Limited has now got rights to the series and put that on Blu-ray.
To be fair, that's why I've been holding off Gundam, because if you try to get Gundam box set, it's really fucking difficult to do with the licensing. So now I'm going to wait for someone to officially license Gundam so I can buy it again.
Yeah.
So I was like, alright, how much can I get Gundam Wing for? Part 1 only 50 quid? No way!
Oh god, I think I've seen part 1 and somebody at my local game centre, like they do all these DVDs and that, so like they had Gundam Seed there, and I was there for my 3DS, so I thought, oh, I've got to spare a couple of quid. They were only like 99 pence each, so I bought the first three of the DVDs.
Okay, yeah.
And then
I saw like Gundam Seed, like they had like Gundam Seed and CEX, but they had like broken up so weirdly. I was like, I don't know what to do, because like some are £5, some are £1. Like, make up your mind, damn it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like they had I think the first part of Gundam Wing in there, or maybe it was a movie, but they had that in there for like £2, and I was going to buy it after I bought like all the Gundam Seed ones, and by the time I got to it, they were gone.
Yeah. I saw Gundam 00, like the first part for £8. I was like, oh, I've never seen 00 anywhere, and that's my favourite Gundam series. But I'm waiting until I can get like an official box set. Unless I can like buy, I don't mind buying them individually, provided I can buy it all at once.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like with anime, I don't like to buy it in parts. I'd rather buy it just all at once. Even if it's like you have to buy part 1 and part 2, I don't care as long as I can buy it at once.
Yeah, because I've got every single Gundam Seed box, like the individual, one besides 1 and 8. But I've not been able to find like a PAL version of 1 anywhere. I was able to find 8 on eBay, but I still haven't gone for it yet because I'm kind of keeping my money back.
Yeah, well after Far From Radiance, I'm not buying anything because I've also got to ship out money for the special edition of Fate, which I've pre-ordered, but they haven't taken the money out yet because it's not out yet.
Yeah.
20 quid, but totally worth it.
Yep. At least you don't have to pay 170 like people are putting it up on eBay for.
Oh god. I could put it up on eBay, but that means I wouldn't get to play the game. The subscribers would butcher me.
Yeah.
And you'll be leading the charge. You lied to us!
Not really.
We waited for you. We believed in you. You betrayed our trust.
No, you just wouldn't know when it cut when they expect it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because I'm still going to get both versions and just buy the DLC and maybe I'll probably buy Colin in the process as well.
Okay then. Yeah, I've heard next to nothing about Revelations, and to be fair, I'm avoiding spoilers, so I want to see how that one feels, because I've heard things about Birthright, I've heard quite a lot about, well, I say quite a lot, I've heard quite a decent bit about Conquest, I've heard nothing about Revelations.
Revelations I've seen like a part of one map, and well, I don't think you want to know it, but it's weird how they put like the first map of Revelations. It looks disgustingly hard. That's all I'm saying.
Apparently, Conquest is meant to be a bitch.
Yeah. Well, and then
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, if I can beat Radiant Dawn, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. I reckon a lot of the people that are complaining are the ones that played Awakening, which is, well, it becomes one of the easiest Fire Emblem games. It doesn't start as one.
No.
But like, I should be fine. I'm just saying right now, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first chapter, like the first original chapter that I've seen in that is that it was only allowed to stream like 30 minutes of it because Nintendo said, "Yo, this is spoilers, stop it now."
Yeah.
But it was like it was weird. It was like a fog of war, but
oh wow, that's a good start.
But it had like I can't remember what the gimmick was again, but they had another gimmick and I just good day.
Villages. By the way, they're at the other side of the map, along with the enemy.
No,
and if two of them die, you can't get the special chapter. Oh, fuck you!
No, I remember that. I know what it was, but I don't want to say it just in case it's spoilers. What am I?
Thank you very much. Please don't.
Yeah, I'll just not say it was. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Well, it's got a lot to do with that. With you know that footage of like those kind of floating. There's not the map itself, but Revelations has got a lot to do with that the kind of floating landmasses from the showed from the trailers.
Oh, those, yes. Okay, cool. We'll find out eventually. We will find out eventually.
Yeah. I just like the guy that I was watching some of Fates, and just to say that I'd rather just really experience it all for myself. I've seen the final map of Birthright, but I just in all honesty I actually fell asleep during it anyway.
Fair enough. By the way, we're meant to be talking about Binding Blade. Sorry about this.
No, it's fine.
So when like you're just doing a sub-chapter, we've already talked about all the new stuff, all the stuff that was in the last chapter. Your mind wanders. We're going to talk about other Fire Emblem stuff.
Yeah.
Like we did bring up this, like aesthetically it looks very similar to this one chapter in Blazing Sword where you get the sword rundown.
Exclusive to Eliwood's Eliwood's.
Yeah.
Well,
the GBA series reused a lot of assets from Binding Blade because it's a good move because Binding Blade looks very, very impressive for a Game Boy Advance game.
It does. Sound could be better. Like I like Blazing Swords and Sacred Stones sound chip better, like in the actual music better, but Binding Blade still got a good soundtrack, like for the.
Yeah, I actually think Binding Blade has a better soundtrack than Blazing Sword. I think it's a bit darker, especially like the Burns theme. I really like that one. Sacred Stones has, out of the three, the best soundtrack.
Yes.
Fly with the Breeze, man, that's such a good song.
I do love myself some companions.
Yeah, Distant Roads.
Yes.
Despair and Hope.
Leon's theme, the same more.
Yep. Lion's theme. Pronunciationitis. I suffer from it.
Like, do you call it La Rochelle or La Rochelle?
La Rochelle.
La Rochelle. Because I read it as like this is probably because I've played the Japanese version, but It's the same name, but it's just like it's almost Rachel. That's like in the Japanese version, but
that's because in Japanese, I think they don't pronounce their if they pronounce their R's as L's, they pronounce their L as R's. Like they say Alucard instead of Alucard.
Yeah, but Arulu instead of Arley.
Yeah, like Levy instead of Revy. It's like, do you just do this on purpose? Instead of Roy, it's Loy. Loy and Relina. Marina.
No, I think it is Rowena, but Roy is Roy. Wait.
What's Lynn? Rin?
Yes. Well, it's when it is basically Rin.
Yeah. Well. And what's Lisa? Rissa?
Well, I don't own the Japanese version of Awakening.
It's Robin Lobbin.
I don't know because I don't own the Japanese version of Fire Emblem Awakening.
I'm just throwing shit out there. This particular part's kind of nasty because they got some powerful weapons down here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mentioned it before, but the fire in this as you can see doesn't work like a Blazing Sword. In Blazing Sword, it would only activate it if you stepped on it.
Yeah, you stepped on it here. Well, it only it's restricted to certain tiles, but if you stepped on it in those games, it would activate. These games, it's just I think it's time based.
Yeah, it depends on which turn you. Because they're all set to go off and like the turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, that kind of style.
Right, they're on a clock.
Yeah. Come on, see, you can do better than that.
I'm surprised you didn't attack.
Grinding.
Just use Sue to knock him down and then just fly in there and shoot him in the face.
I should have, yeah, I should have.
Remember, you have multiple uses.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to get the most out of my experience and give it to the people that need it.
That's fair enough then. To be fair, I was kind of like that with Soph. It's like, I could kill him with this guy, but Soph needs hit points. Even if he only does 2 damage. But to be fair, with Soph it's funny because usually I get them as low as possible so we can like one-shot them. It's like, when he goes to it, oh you crit them, oh thanks. That would have been so much more useful before. Oh, she's critting like crazy, Lena.
Yeah, I think it's probably because of the voice support and voice nearer about, and Thunder also.
So Thunder's got pretty decent crit chance.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you kept with is it Walt?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I assumed that like Sue would be your only archer.
Like usually, like I like to have like one of each class, so like one sniper and one nomadic trooper.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so it's like I have like 3 snipers, no nomadic troopers that are like. Well.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're having 3 of the same class, unless it's a mage, 3 of the same class is stupid because mages are quite versatile.
Yeah.
Because like some mages you use for fighting, some you might use for healing. But it's like if you've got 3 sword masters, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. 3 generals, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Well, like I have 3 assassins. Really? You need 3 assassins?
Well, besides Secret Sins, you can't really do that in the GBA games.
How many thieves are in Secret Sins?
Well, no, because remember, the other possible promotion for Myrmidons is an assassin, so you can technically get.
Oh yes, you can have Joshua and you can have
Marissa.
Huh?
Marissa. So is it?
That's it, Marissa. Yes, you can have them. Yes, I remember that. It's all coming back to me. So I forgot in that game they can become assassins.
Yeah.
By the way, I never did that. I never made a swordmaster, Myrmidon an assassin. I always made Myrmidon a swordmaster.
I did that as well. I was tempted to make Marissa one, but then I wasn't too sure.
I was like, Colm is the assassin. That's what you shall be.
Yep.
And now I slap you with my sword hand. Twice.
Slap.
It looks like they're slapping them.
It does.
Naughty. Bad. Bad.
No, you do that outside.
Yeah, naughty. Go sit in the corner. As a kid. Go sit in the corner of where? The corner of hell! useful. Shut up, Roy.
Well, he's got.
Roy's got hit 0 chance. I would have been like, you know what? That's all this comes to me.
I've seen him get hit by a 1% chance once.
That's our Roy's our boy. That's our Roy.
Do.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Thank you, and the dad.
That's when the Game Boy Advance gets turned off.
Yeah, nope.
Not having this.
Click.
Not having this shit.
Yeah, having this shit. Stop reset. Shift F1.
Shift. This is me realising, oh wait, I've got a support chance here. The support here, that's why it's doing better damage.
Yeah, it's like, why am I doing more damage here? Oh yes, of course. The Radiant Dawn mentality. It's true!
Yeah, it's...
The support does nothing but to give you a boost, to do you fair, you kind of need it.
Yeah.
Especially in the later half of the game.
I mean, what about all those support conversations? What conversations?
What conversations? Well, these characters in Papa Radio's never existed. Papa Radio's never existed! That really disappointed me, because like,
yeah.
You have these characters who, like, you know, you said at Papa Radios, they have some good conversations, like, but you could go so much further.
You could. I mean, I would love it if like if they, you know, they had the link up feature. It would have been so cool if they could done it something like
from Papa Radios you can get additional supports.
Yeah.
You just like start at like a new support level.
Like flesh some of them out better, you know, like give them more depth.
Yeah, I brought this up during top 20 Papa Radios characters. Like they bring up Ileana and Zorak's relationship. It's like they should have got married. I'm sorry. They should have got married in the end.
That's when kind of getting that like you could have had like, you know,
like you could have gone much further with Ike and Soren. You could have done a lot with like Reese and Mia. You could have done more with Jill and Ha. But it's like, nah, man. We're just gonna make it so that you get boosts, and we're gonna make the support conversations the most generic text ever.
I know. And like some of them they sound interesting, like it's like, and then by the end of it it's like, oh, hello. Don't get killed out there.
Yeah. But it's like, it does annoy me, especially since, like, you know, Radiant Dawn's such a big game, you'd think, like, oh god, we can really, you know, explore these characters. It's like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Maybe if you made the chapters shorter, you could focus more of your attention on how characters act.
Yeah.
But no. We've got to make that Lynch's Gambit 2 hours long.
Yeah, because I think maybe like a support with them, like with a Lincia, like Jeffrey, how? Yeah, and
yeah, at the end they get married and got A-rank support, but like you can tell, you can tell because of like just how they are in the game, they care about each other. But having supports, you know, you can really build that relationship.
Yeah.
Or like here's a really good one. What about Grayson and Timon?
Yeah, that would be...
In the game, you could tell they're really close, but, you know, if you had supports, you could flesh it out even more. Don't fight that guy!
No. That's why I'm really worried.
You took the crit, but he doesn't kill. That's always weird when a crit doesn't kill.
Yeah.
Crits don't kill. Meanwhile, the crits don't kill.
And
I don't know why Awakening did this, and I'll question it to this day. You can miss with critical hits. It's like, that completely defeats the point.
It does.
Darn. Critical hit to be like, oh, you got lucky and you're gonna deal all this damage, like, you're gonna miss.
You basically hit the weak spot, and...
It's just dumb. It's completely against the purpose.
I know. I mean, I'm sure I've seen other characters that get 2 critical hits in a row, but like our skill happened at the exact same time.
Well, here's a better question: how the hell did you survive the first one?
That's a good question.
It's like critical hit. How are you still alive? You're using a wooden sword. Oh. No, you're using a log.
It could be worse. You could have Luna in your face.
Yeah. By the way, I know Luna's really good in Blazing Sword, but I swear in Sacred Stones it's shit.
Yeah, it is. In the nerfed it in Sacred Stones, like it's not as good as.
Seriously nerfed it.
I think it's like, it's the, I don't know how to describe it.
The base power drops significantly and it's really hard to hit with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you rarely double. Nope.
Miss me. No, don't do that. I've done that before. The armor slayer is just come up and destroyed boars.
Good thing I'm a Pegasus now.
Yeah. Also, there's the tails, the fire tails in this. They've got a critical hit chance, and because they do 10 damage, they can do an easy 30 damage to you.
Yeah. Well, you should know. You know all about it. You took your what was it? Alan took lots of critical hits to the face, and he tanked it like a boss.
But the difference is Alan's also given out the critical hits.
Yeah.
And this music track was reused in Blazing Sword as well. I'm sure for the exact same. They did use it for the exact same map. Well,
Makes sense. Same atmosphere.
Yeah.
They reuse some of these assets in Sacred Stones as well for the demon, for like that one demon map with the eggs.
Yes. Yeah, with
Which
the Gorgons.
gives you fucking massive amounts of experience points.
Yes.
Like most units, if you have an advanced unit by that time of the game, a normal unit will give you about 10. These eggs give you about 40.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
They're not even fighting back.
No.
Eggs. Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Yeah, we've got the first hero to contend with. Oh boy.
Heroes are, well, they're the advanced version of mercenaries, and they are incredibly versatile and well-rounded.
Yes.
Literally, you can never, unless the hero is wielding like only one type of weapon, and you have that weapon that, like a sword reaver or like a lance reaver or an axe reaver.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have those, you cannot get an advantage against a hero. You just have to pray to God you're good enough.
Yeah.
And most of the time, heroes are packing really good weapons.
They are.
So, you've got to be very careful and make sure you can tank a crit.
It's like, well, I mean, also the heroes are in the Sacred Stones. The alternate promotion for fighters.
Yeah. The mercenaries can also become warriors.
Yeah.
No, mercenaries become rangers.
Yeah, mercenaries are rangers and heroes.
Yeah. Whereas the fighters can become warriors and heroes.
Yeah.
Hero is the overall better choice, but depending on the character you get, then it's well. Like Garcia, I made a warrior just because I wanted to capitalize on his strength.
Yeah. That's
Same way, like, I never use with naming. Like, you can become a ranger or you can become a sniper. And I'm being a sniper.
I used Naomi as a ranger in when I was playing as Erica, and she was good, but she's no Sue. That's all I'm saying.
No one is Sue. Sue is Sue.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like the same.
Yeah. Well, no one compares to Sue.
No.
So I've heard this one archer in Fate is meant to be great. Apparently, like Shinnon's great.
This I have to see.
Statement. Yeah, that's a pretty good big statement. But again, we'll see when the time comes.
Yes.
The thing I want to know is because Fate, aside from Corn, the main character that Cavalier did. I want to know how good he is because he looks he looks to be like the second character you play as. But I wonder how strong he is at the beginning of the game and at the end.
Do you mean the one that shows up at from the north side? Do you mean it?
Yeah, the leader of the north side, the one with the who's on the horse.
Oh, it's Xavier, I think, is it?
Yeah, Xavier. Well, I want to know how good he is because he looks like final boss material. Crit again.
Yeah, I think he.
Like with the other North family members, especially for both sides, they look like characters who you train up for a bit, but they can hold their own. Whereas the main two generals look like they're level 20 to begin with.
They're not level 20 to begin with, but but they already promoted units. I know that much. I mean, they can hold their own throughout the whole game. I think.
Well, I hope so.
Well, they look at it anyway. From what I've seen the guy that did watch it, he used the birthright he did use the samurai.
Also, I've noticed, like, in Birthright, the two additional units you get, aside from the medic, because you get a medic on both sides, which is your sister, you get a Pegasus Knight, and you get a bow person. They're both known for skill. And on the other side, you get a Dark Knight and a Wyvern Rider who are known for strength. So, is it maybe it's like, I don't know, is that supposed to be a message, skill versus strength or something like that?
It might be.
Yeah. Because, you know, like, snipers that have high skill, Pegasus Knights have high skill, but Wyverns are known for being really fucking strong.
Yes.
Same with Dark Knights. Yeah, he's got both a steel blade and a hand axe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you can double that guy, that's good.
Yeah. Well, it's Sue we're talking about, so it's...
Yeah, it's Sue. I'm surprised he ain't dead. Will he crit? I mean, will she crit?
We'll just have to find out. Same Fire Emblem channel, same Fire Emblem time.
Fire Emblem place. Same Fire Emblem time. Well, what's Fire Emblem time? It's waifu time. Could you imagine if they remade all the Fire Emblem games and gave it the Awakening treatment? In the sense that you could just wipe through everyone.
Oh god.
That would be interesting.
It would be interesting, but...
But the purists would rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fan base is so divided now.
I think it is probably just because of Awakening and how different it is.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, while Awakening is different, and I can understand some of the hate, be thankful that it saved the series.
Yeah, I am thankful.
Because I'd rather have, you know, the possibility of us having new games while they go in different directions. But, you know, we might go back to the Fire Emblem norm, but at least we have that opportunity now because Awakening saved the series. Or would you rather, oh yeah, the last Fire Emblem game we had, it was one in Japan that you're never going to get. And the last official one we got was Shadow Dragon, which is the weakest of them. What would you rather have?
I'd rather have them, have the one that saved the series in all honesty.
Yeah, because you saved the series, you know, you're making new games, and who knows, maybe we'll go back to the whole, you know, to the more traditional Fire Emblem stuff, you know, maybe we'll get rid of the waifus, I don't know, but at least now we have that opportunity, we have that, you know, there's that chance.
Yeah. I mean, like, one of the guys watching Marky Joe 1990, he was saying about Birthright and that, he was saying, oh, the Fire Emblem's dead, and that is, like, after playing Birthright, it's like, you know, because...
How is it dead? It's still Fire Emblem.
I know it means he's a hacker of the game, so he said, oh, well, you know, I'd rather go back to hacking games. I was thinking, it's, you know, it's just going in a different take. It's not...
Also, no offense, you can't blame Fates for following Awakening when Awakening made embarrassing amounts of money.
Yeah.
Because remember, people need to remember this. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the product is or how they go about it. They're trying to make money.
Yeah.
And if they found a way to make the most amount of money and it was a miracle, and people really liked it, they're going to capitalize on it. That's the truth. And they don't blame them. It's like, wow, we stopped, like, we made a few changes, but now we made loads of money. Maybe we should capitalize on this.
Yeah, I don't probably know why most of the fan base will be split. Is because there'll be the veterans who played late.
Yeah, who don't like the fact it's such a drastic change in terms of tone and stuff.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, they've got the new people who've been introduced to it because of
Awakening, and they like it more because it's just like they've improved upon Awakening.
Yeah. It's like the Sonic fan base all over again. I don't want to go there again.
Yeah. Sonic fan base is different. Sonic fan base aren't happy with anything.
Yeah.
It's like even if Sega do exactly what they say, they will bitch. It's like, oh, we haven't had a sequel to Sonic 3 in years. Okay, here's Sonic 4. They're just living on nostalgia. You know what? Fuck you guys.
Some of those people are ridiculous. It's
no, they're never happy. And XCOM console. But
Yes.
yeah, like, I might do a rant about this eventually, but like, it has changed Fire Emblem, but it's still early days. You know, we've had 2 games that have like done this new art style thing, but you know that doesn't determine where the series will go from now on.
No.
And it's not like the series has done like a massive overhaul. It's still a tactical role-playing RPG. All the elements are there. The only thing that's different is the presentation and a few, and some of the mechanics. But that's it.
I mean, I like how they did the supports where you could support as many people as you wanted.
Yeah, I like that as well. I really like being able to support lots of people because it makes you explore this character. Man, you're ballsy.
Yeah, and I did it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm fucking lost.
I could have easily. That's what save states are for.
Yeah, I think they're overreacting. I mean, I can understand why people don't like this change, but at the end of the day, Awakening and Fate are still high-quality games with a lot of love and effort put into them, and they're still Fire Emblem games at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, some guy kept going, oh, Fire Emblem Awakening is a spin-off. It's like, no, it's not. It's still Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
It's not a spin-off. Like, Tokyo Mirage Session, that's a spin-off.
Well, it's more of a Persona game than a Fire Emblem game.
Exactly. But Awakening is still a Fire Emblem game, and it's still early days. If it's a case of, 5-10 years down the line, they've just stuck with that art style, then, alright, fair enough. Fire Emblem has changed, this is the way it's going now, but at least they're new games. And at least they're still good, I assume.
Yeah.
We might not get a Radiant Dawn, we might not get another Fire Emblem 7, but you know what? The company, they need to make money, they're going to do the best way they can. And you got to remember, they're out to make money at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah,
obviously, Shadow Dragon didn't work, so they're not going to do that again.
Well, I mean, and people, the critics did say it was a good game. You know, tried to get people to buy it, but nobody did because of the horror stories of having to get some of the gaiden chances by killing off all the units, which is against what you should be doing in the game.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like I'm trying to think of a series that did a radical departure and no one's seen again.
And Sonic Boom.
Yeah, Sonic Boom is that is a legitimate spin-off, but it's not like I'm trying to think. It's not like what they did with Crash Bandicoot, where it went from a platformer to a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
It's not like a Spyro where they just changed it completely. It's still Fire Emblem at the end of the day. And be thankful the games are good.
Yes.
There might be issues with them, but they're at least good, high-quality games. Be thankful. Don't be ungrateful.
Yeah, I mean, even with Radiant Dawn, which has its problems, you know, it's still a solid game.
Even Shadow Dragon is a solid game.
Yeah.
And that game is that has a lot of problems, but it's still a solid game. All the Fire Emblem games are at the very least good games, you know. Don't be acting like it's the Sonic 06 all over again, because it's not.
No. It's not a glitchy mess.
I have the exact same argument with other end.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit I like Sonic Unleashed, but
I like Unleashed.
Yeah, there's I've heard so many people saying, "Oh, Sonic Unleashed is bad." I only enjoy half of it, but I like using the Werehog. I think the Werehog's fun.
But fine. You may only enjoy half of it, but how much do you enjoy that half? And the Werehog, while it may not be that fun, is it broken? Is it glitchy? Is it game breaking? No.
It's not.
Also, some people tend to ignore some factors of the game that are really good. Alright, let's go back to Sonic Unleashed. It's oh, the game's terrible. Really? Because from what I see, the gameplay mechanics are solid, the graphics are fantastic, and it has a very strong soundtrack.
Yeah.
Same with Awakening. It's oh, it's horrible. Really? Because those are really good 3D graphics. It's got some amazing soundtrack, and it's still got some really good story elements.
Yes.
Just because it has some bad factors, don't ignore the positives. And I think Other M is the best example. Everyone's like, oh, this game is horrible. Oh, that's cool, because for a Wii game, it looks bloody amazing.
It does.
Some really cool level design, some amazing boss fights, and a lot of interesting ideas. Yeah, they don't all work, but it has merit. That's what annoys me most. Yeah, you may not like something, but acknowledge merit. Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like it. Sorry, I was ranting.
That's fine.
Chapter, hooray!
Yeah, now we get Ellywoods.
This is full Toronto. It's enormous. No, I bet it is. It's funny. You know what's funny though? According to Smash Bros, the binding blade is tiny. Isn't that right? Right.
Yes.
There you go, Binding Blade is tiny. And the thing with Sword to Run Down is massive. Well, I bet it is. I tapped a dragon with that. But yeah, we have our first legendary weapon, and this ties into the events of Blazing Sword and this, the 8 legends.
Yep.
Basically, these are the weapons they use to defeat the dragons. These weapons you need to be S rank to use, but they are fucking ridiculous.
They are.
Just make sure you save them for the end of the game because they are limited.
Yep. How I use them is I use them like at the last chapter before you get like the true ending chapters.
Yeah, so when you fight the war dragons and stuff.
Yes.
Actually, I fought Zephyl with that because I needed that to beat him, because Zephyl is not easy.
He's not.
He's harder than the last boss, and he should have been the last boss.
Yep. No, not him again.
Sue, get your ass out here!
Please, help!
Just kill them all!
I'll make it worth your while.
Sue's like, bitch, I got this.
Oh no, wait, no, remember he's got the Delphi shield on, so no, she can't.
Oh no! Lilina, get in here!
Where's that Air Caliber?
Yeah, where's the air caliber when you need it? Sorry, I only have the soul caliber. There you go. Bitch, I have the sword to run down. You wanna fight me? Let's fucking go.
See,
No, I bet Warriors are thinking, oh, if this is Smash Bros, I'll totally kick your ass.
now when did I put that sword that I use in Smash Bros? I know
When I put that binding blade. Where's the sword of seals? I don't fucking know.
Well, it's now officially the binding blade according to this patch, so.
Okay.
And here we get introduced to Percival.
Yep, Percival. Apparently he's a really good late game unit. He's one of the more interesting characters. I have yet to use him.
I haven't used, well, besides like, the map I got him, I haven't used him either.
Yeah, but I've heard he's meant to be a very good late game unit. And he's one of the more interesting characters, which we'll see later on in one particular chapter, which is one of my favourite conversations.
Yep.
But we'll get there when we get there. And then we have...
Celsia,
who's actually a pretty damn good unit. And give her credit, she actually survived a critical hit from Zephyl. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
So if you look at the actual stats for that game, she has a 60% hit chance with 0 damage and 0 crit.
Yes.
And Zephyl dodges it. It's like, you know what? I know I'm not affected by this, but I'm going to dodge it anyway.
And then he lands the critical hit.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing, she has 30 HP. He does 29 normally, and he lands a crit, and somehow she's still alive. It's like, ah, cool, bullshit. That should have cut your head off.
It should have.
And somehow she gets up, like, 20 minutes later, like, nah, I'm good. It's like, oh, you're fucking bullshitting me.
I like her design, but I've never actually used her.
She is pretty good. Again, for a late, she's a late game unit that appears early enough to be useful because she appears in chapter 14. Yeah, so she's early enough. She doesn't appear too late in the game, and she can be useful.
Yeah.
But she starts with a very strong spell.
Yeah, I seen somebody was doing like a 0% growth gun, and they used Celsia, and she was quite potent at it.
Wait, 0% growth one? Does that mean they don't get any like
no, they level up, but they don't get any stats. So
what's the point of leveling up?
Well, I think they use like stat boosters and that, like to kind of helping someone, but it's kind of like a it's like the Nuzlocke of the Fire Emblem games.
No, Nuzlocke would be a case of what would it be? Because you get to choose units. What would Nuzlocke be? Nuzlocke would be you play it on the hardest difficulty, but if a unit dies, you cannot restart.
Yeah.
But you have to play on the hardest difficulty. That would be a Nuzlocke run.
And I was just trying to... It'd be reading Dawn's hard mode / maniac mode, let's see how hard it would be.
Yeah, try getting through that without a unit dying. Good fucking thing.
And you don't get battle saves and that, you can only suspend...
Yeah, you can't battle save.
For the one mode that you really need it, you can't battle save.
I actually kind of, like, in Path of Radiance, I know you don't need it, but I kind of miss battle save.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I feel like playing that now. I'm probably going to play that once this is over, because I'm on chapter 21. The one where you're in the Dane castle and like there's all this treasure chests you have to fight, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you get Tornado.
Yeah. But I've got Gatry, so I'm good.
Yeah. I was actually going to record part of the raiding Zelda before this, but then I realised it was running out of time, so I couldn't do any of it, so I just blew up my battle experience and then didn't save the game because Mist wasn't getting any good level ups.
Oh yeah, Mist has become my main medic for two reasons. One, Jill support. B,
Yes.
Black Knight fight.
Yeah.
Normally it's Reese, but I wanted to make sure it was Mist this time. And to be fair, I got Mist to level 10, to promote. Got to level 10 to give her the Master Seal.
Yeah.
During chapter 17, and she's pretty good. And she's got quite high evasion. Astrid's got ridiculous evasion.
I know.
Sorry, we were meant to be paying attention to some sort of story?
Well, basically, to sum up, basically what's now is Intruria is now making the Lycian Alliance goes to the Western Isles because there's apparently been some outbreaks.
Yeah, they're basically trying to fight back against Burn now.
Yeah.
But Burn already has other nations on the side, and Burn has weapons.
Yeah.
But from what I've gathered, this nation is mostly mages.
Yes, it's where Saint Elaine,
The Valkyrie?
I think so.
Yeah, the Valkyrie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were founded by a mage, so it's actually the most versed in magic.
Yeah, it's like the nomadic trooper went to Sakira and then made the choice.
Does that mean the guy who, no, but that's the thing, the guy who formed Burn used the binding blade, yet they all use weapons. I'm pretty sure he wasn't a weapon rider.
No, not well.
I'm calling bullshit.
I don't know, it's Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
As much in such a short time I've met him. Not really. Wait till he promotes, then he'll grow.
Yes.
He's maturing into a man. Roy is not a man. Roy is our boy.
Yes. He just needs to get that one item.
Indeed.